Happy holidays.
So yeah, happy holidays.
Happy holidays. It's a busy month. I
Woo.
know everyone's so excited to get their Christmas gifts, go see family and stuff like that. I took off half a month for December. I was like,
Jeez.
screw it. I was like, I have all this PTO, and like I've never taken off a lot during the holidays, and it seemed to be a thing. Like at my workplace, a lot of people would take off for like 2-3 weeks at the end of the year, but I never did it
Yeah,
before, and so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hop on that train.
it's crazy. You took off 2 weeks to prepare for this video. This video is going
This
to be the
whole
greatest thing
video.
ever. Yeah,
Yeah, I got so
it's so
many
cool.
notes. I got bullet
No,
points. I
that's
got
good.
sticky notes. I got my pen and paper. No, I don't. Never mind. No, I don't. Never mind.
No, that's cool though. I did this. I didn't take that much. I took a week off though. I was trying to get to that holiday thing for like pre-Thanksgiving. Was going to get all my holiday shopping done.
Oh,
Did none of it
yeah,
as per usual.
yeah.
So,
That's on my list this week.
yeah, yeah, it's getting close. It's getting close.
Yep. Yeah. So I took off. I'm gonna like for a whole straight week. I'm gonna be doing pretty much nothing before I head up and visit family. I'll just be playing
Very
video
nice.
games. That'll be nice.
Yeah. What you playing right now?
I got Where Winds Meet loaded up. It's a free to play game,
Yeah.
ARPG. Super good so far. There's
Yeah.
it's kind of rough on the edges sometimes because it's free to play, so I kind of like forgive it for some of the things that I run into. But there's some buggy nonsense in some senses, some areas.
It's to be expected. Yeah. That sounds
Yeah,
cool though. I have
and
seen
if I get bored of that, I got Witcher 3 loaded up on my computer. I bought Expedition 33 as well. I haven't played that yet,
nice. Okay.
so we got some games.
Those are big games too. I don't know if those are going to be finished up in a week.
No,
I guess
definitely
Clair
not.
Obscur maybe is a little bit less. The Witcher 3 is not. The Witcher
Yeah.
3 is like months
A
of
lot of
gameplay.
lot of side quests and stuff.
Yeah. And if you're not doing the side quest, you're not playing the game right.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I like side quests,
Yeah.
so I'm sure I'll get plenty of hours out of it.
I know you know this. Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. It is just
Yeah.
it's gorgeous too. Also, if you can play it on like the highest not the highest difficulty, but the highest like visual like graphics and everything on RTX, yeah. It's a gorgeous game to look at. So
definitely will be doing that.
Good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It's crazy because the game came out in like 2015 or something like that.
Right. Did they do like a remaster or something? Or
no, they've just done good updates, and then they added like RTX later. So they like made the game better with like standard updates and like optimizing everything. And then they did like an RTX update and everything to make it just even more pretty, but it's good.
Cool. Yeah. I mean, yeah, so I'm loaded up. I have a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. I have another Yu-Gi-Oh draft coming up too. That'll be fun. So
nice.
And besides that, yeah, just hanging out. What about you?
Not too much. I mean, I guess I have like decent amount of stuff. It's like holidays. It's like just prepping for the holidays, and then other stuff's been going on. But you know, with talking about the holidays in mind, I kind of wanted to get into this episode with the what are we talking about today?
We are talking about what is on our wish list from WotC this year. Good old WotC.
Santa WotC?
Yeah, like so if we had unlimited power, like just figuratively speaking, bear with me here, bud. If you had unlimited power, let your imagination run wild, what would you want to see out of Wizards of the Coast in the upcoming year?
Or can I guess
for Christmas? You know, what if you woke up for Christmas and boom, WotC has this huge announcement for like we're gonna do this or do that or this is getting released or
there's a lot. I don't know.
There's a lot. You got a lot.
Yeah,
I actually don't think I didn't really. Besides, I have like 4 or 5 of them that I was able to come up with, and outside of that, I'm not sure what else I would do. But yeah,
I guess that's fair. It's like not like I have a lot. I feel like I have a lot. I don't have like them specifically like I don't know like full thoughts put together for it. But I feel like there is just so much that I just want from this stuff because it's like I feel like there's a lot of things that they're doing that are like close to being right, but they're just not there. And I would just love to like have some small changes sprinkled out there.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things too. Like we can focus on either things you don't want or things you want to take away, or like say like okay, stop doing this, or we can. And then we also have the other side of it of things that you might want from them or you've never seen before. So
yeah,
very cool. I have a few of them. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll try to spread it out to like things that I don't want, and we'll start with something that I do want. I do really want to see, like, I think a really easy one that we've talked about before in the past is getting bracket 5 precons. I
Yeah,
would love to see an announcement that they were making a bracket 5 precon for like the next set that's coming out or something, or alongside of it.
that'd be
Uh,
super cool.
and they could just make them proxies, right? Like they don't have to. I
That's
don't.
100%.
If they want to make them bracket 5, they're probably gonna have to print some pretty powerful or expensive cards.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't
but
expect it to be like a $40 bracket 5 deck, right? It doesn't really make
yeah,
a lot of sense. So
I mean, they've also done this in the past with like world championship decks and everything. I don't think they do it anymore, but they used to print out world championship decks where whenever you won the standard world championship, they would just print your deck and sell it as a proxy. And you'd have the world championship backs and everything to them. They'd be gold bordered. So, like, it's very easy to tell that they're proxies, but it's still like there. So, we could do this. Do you have any plans for it? Like, you think you want it to be like any tournament winning decks or just like random ones? Do you think it should be taken from a website, or do you think it should be like a
think
just a brand new deck that they make?
I think it should be something relevant to like this like very iconic CDH meta kind of things. So like I think maybe if it was successful or something, like maybe they do the first round of them, it'll be like just really iconic stuff. So like for example, Timna and Thrasios, like
Yeah.
make a Timna Thrasios deck, and that's like probably the most popular combination of CDH commanders right now. Just make
I'm
one
just
of those.
laughing because if you make it, you just add like it'd be Timna this, Timna that, or there'd just be so many Timna decks
True,
that
that would
would
be
be the
so many
precons.
Timna. Yeah, you could do with the Tinma series or whatever. You just do 4 different ones with Timna in it. That'd be funny.
Timna and friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just start out with something really iconic that people would latch on and be like, okay, like if you were you wanted to dabble in the CDH world, and but you weren't really sure because you didn't want to invest so much money on all these expensive cards, and you're just like, get something really popular, something that you've seen a lot in CDH, and have somebody be able to pick that up.
Yeah.
And then maybe if that's really successful, they can go into doing more things like this one, this is like the 2025 series or the 2024 series of like top decks that won, or
Yeah. Just the highest win rate decks. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That'd be awesome. I would love if they did any kind of like bracket level printing of decks, but I think
Yeah.
that would be like the cherry on top is bracket 5 precons, because if they want to make a proxy, they can make a proxy so they can make it cheaper, but man, that would be so nice to have.
It would just be such a unique product as well, like because if you could do the brackets, like if you did bracket 2 decks or bracket 3 ones labeled that precons, it's like, well, they kind of already have those in a way, they're just not labeled as that.
Yeah.
So I think making actual bracket 5 like proxy precons would be just something so unique, and would be really cool to see from them.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I'm gonna okay
do you want me
before
to continue, or do you got one?
I'm ready for you to continue, but maybe while you explain it, I'm gonna be listening, but I'm gonna write down what I think one of yours is going to be, so you can continue. I
So
actually
you
have my
can
notebook.
make a little guess. So I'm going to keep going down the product line ideas here. That was something that I do want to see from WotC. Something I don't want to see from WotC is I would like to see them release a set without the collector booster experience. I would like to see a standard set where they actually just opt out of not using having a collector version. Yeah, having just the play booster set, and maybe some of those bundles, right? The gift, like well, not gift bundles, but
yeah.
Mostly because I just think a lot of people are getting a lot of wallet fatigue from this game, and all the different variants and different shinies, and you get the borderless neon version or the one that's serialized and blah blah blah. I think a lot of people are very fatigued from that, and from all the people I talk to about this, like even just like people who have left Magic too, like they've gone to other games for it, and they're like, the whole reason is because they just keep pushing all of these new cards, new prints, and they can't even keep track of all the rarities anymore. So it's almost not even fun to collect anymore, besides just chasing a card you can sell maybe. So
yeah, I mean, that's another one that I'm fully on board with. It's like it's a neat thing. I do have a question for you about this one. Where do you think that would actually make the card? I think it might actually have the opposite effect. It could make the cards in that set more valuable, like because the fact that you have like it would drive up the price of a regular box, because since you
Yes,
don't have the collector boosters pushing all of those other ones, all of the alt arts that you would get in those boxes would be more rare than
that's true.
normal.
And like the mythic values from those sets would be a little higher, even just the standard version, right? Because there's
Yeah.
only maybe they'd only have one version of that. Yeah, card. I'm sure it would probably make them a little bit more expensive, the standard versions of them, but I think overall, like you could still sell the set like a normal set, like a play booster, like only play booster set. So it would just be the regular like $120 or so that they sell them at now. I don't actually know what our MSRP of them
They
are at the
change.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Um,
change per set.
yeah, but you wouldn't have to be seeing all this crazy stuff about the scalpers going on there, and you can't find collector boxes anywhere for under $500, and it's just I think it's just too much. A lot of people are kind of over that, especially people who are trying to play casually, and they don't, this isn't like, they're not Elon Musk and what is his name, Post Malone and whatnot, where they can just drop all this money on this game right for nothing.
Yeah. And it's like that's is part of the fun. Like say whether you like it or not, like part of the fun of Commander, or not a Commander, I guess, but of like Magic is like opening packs. Like whether you like doing it or not, it's something that people do enjoy. So the more expensive they get, and it's like the harder it gets to keep up with it, the harder it gets to actually have that experience if they're more expensive. So like I honestly personally think that cracking packs is not nearly as good as it used to be. I think especially ever since set boosters got rid of.
Yeah,
um I don't know how the science behind it worked with like actually making the experience that much better, but I know when I opened like set boosters, it was way more exciting to open than it was for like the new packs, because it's like I get it that you can get like more rares, but just the way it was designed, it felt like you were getting something like decent. But even before set boosters, I don't know, it was just like rare cards were rare. Now
yeah,
rare cards feel
right.
like they're not rare and everything feels very calculated, and I
Yeah, we have
don't love
both
that.
I mean, to be fair, in the past there are mythics that weren't
Yes,
really
yeah.
worth a lot, but it's like far and few between, right? Your mythics were going to be at least like $2 or $3, right? Even if they were a bulk mythic, but like nowadays it's like they're everywhere.
Yeah. It's like there was the one set, I can't remember which this was. But this was, maybe it was one of the modern master sets, the one that they reprinted some of the dual lands. There was like every box had like two dual lands in it, and it was
Yeah,
like very scripted. And it's like that kind of stuff, like when you start doing that, it makes it not fun, because like I get it, it's gambling, and it's gambling for children, which it shouldn't be, and they won't accept that it is, which because it's it's not, it's supposed to be, but whatever.
right.
It is part of it, fun is the gambling. And it's, I think, way more fun when it's less scripted with that. Like if you buy a box and you don't get anything from it, like yeah, it sucks, but you also have a chance to get a box where you can get like double the value or triple the value of, which I think is
Right, you get those
more
really high
exciting to
highs.
play.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think the last box that I actually enjoyed opening was Modern Horizons 2, because those were
Yeah.
really fun, because like you didn't know how many fetches you were going to get. Sometimes you get two, sometimes you get like six.
Yeah.
That was a good time. Yep, that's all I had on that one. Would you like to
True.
keep going, or
I've got one for this one. So
okay?
I do want them, this is one of those that I don't have it like fully fleshed out, but I want them to change the way that it feels like they're going in the wrong direction. This is kind of tied to what we were talking about, but they feel like they're going in the wrong direction with the way they're changing the packs and how to open them and everything like this. There's a new, like, they're trying to, I get why, like, they're cutting costs by making everything in one type of pack, one type of box, and everything like that. But it's hurting a lot of the accessibility to the game, I think, because it's
Yeah,
like making it better for collectors and worse for actual gameplay mechanics. So like playing now a like sealed draft and all of that is not the same as what it was. Like it used to be more accessible because the draft booster boxes were always cheaper. Now they're more expensive because you're fighting against collectors for them.
right. And
So
they raised even the play boxes are more expensive. They raised the price on those pretty much. So
yeah,
yeah,
it's, I don't know. It just feels like they're doing that. And they've got a new thing that came out this year as well for Commander, where they're like, oh, it's a new way to get Commander players to start the format. All you have to do is buy a play booster box and build a $60 Commander deck out of it and then play it that night. I don't know if you understand the amount of like time, effort, and money that is, but compared to the like
that sounds really
regular
hard.
standard format, yeah,
That sounds
like
really hard.
it's insane. And the like this what it was before, like the when you're doing draft and sealed and everything
Yeah,
like that, you're paying like $10 to like go in, or like maybe
right.
$20 to go in and like play the one night of Friday Night Magic.
Yeah,
Now
not only
you're
do you get to
asking
play,
people
but
to
you
play
also get to keep the
130.
cards. You know.
Well, you
Yeah.
still get to keep the cards in this one, but you're
Yeah.
paying $130 now for your entry fee
So
instead of
much.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I don't
how's
know.
that
And the
format even
amount of
alive?
time that it takes. Well, it's like it's a new one. So I
Yeah,
don't know.
they're
And
probably
maybe they're
experimenting still.
testing the waters for like releasing some kind of product that would be more geared towards this. But I don't know. It just felt, I read about that and that just feels bad. It feels like they're
Feels
trying
really bad.
to force everything to work with their like scaled down kind of system. And it's just like, I don't know. I get that Commander is the number one format right now. And I get that you're trying to get people to like go into stores and play Commander. But man, this just feels like the wrong way to do it. And like you're like just, I don't know, tying everything to set releases, releasing more sets, costing more money. Is like all this stuff is just like ramping up and up. And I just,
Yeah.
ugh, feels
And I
bad.
think
So I
another
want
thing
them.
with
Yeah.
the collector
Go ahead.
boosters too, like when you have stuff like that where you have really expensive products that people can't really buy into because they can't afford it anymore, it just it gives that sense of FOMO, and a lot of people aren't. It's not going to be that in between. Like a lot of people aren't going to like a lot. Their argument would be like, well, then just don't buy it. It's not for you. Buy the
Yeah.
cheaper thing. But a lot of people don't think that way. You know, if they can't actually get the premium product or the cool stuff that comes from the collector boosters, they might just opt out of buying stuff altogether because they just the FOMO's too much, right? They don't want to miss out, so they'd rather just not participate at all.
Well, to make it worth it too, you're removing, like you have to remove good things from the other boxes to make
Yeah,
those boxes worth it. So because they're removing those, you're then making it so it's less worth it to buy those for people who want to
yeah.
collect. So now collectors have to spend more if they want to.
And similar with the,
Yeah.
the drafting a commander for $130, it's like it just doesn't seem sustainable, right? It's I don't know.
Yeah. And it's like that's the price of like the play booster boxes, which will vary
Right.
and everything. So it's different. But I mean, I can't imagine going in there for one night spending like $130 for that, like just to play like over $100. Cause then you're also committing like so much time. Like Friday Night Magic
Yeah.
is like, even though it is a decent amount of time, you're playing for a lot of that time. This one, your games are longer because they're commander games, and
And they're going to
like
be and they're
you
not
have
going
to
to be
build a 60
optimized
card
commander
deck.
games either
No,
because your decks are
it's
made from like a sealed box. Yeah.
it's just, it feels like, what are we doing? Like if they were saying that they were doing it for a beta, they're doing it to try stuff out, like I would get it, and maybe they are and just don't want to say it, but I don't know. That just feels like such a cash grab, I guess. I don't know. It's just like a half-assed idea to try and get people to play more Commander. That is just feels like, why did they even come out with it? So to seal up my like wish for it, because this is sounding like complaints. I wish that they would change the way that they're trying to like push product now and be more willing to put different product out to work with play styles, to work like instead of trying to use what they have and get people in the stores to play. I wish they would release products that would actually incentivize you to go into the store, buy this thing, and start playing like right away.
Right.
Like it's, and I get that you have
They
that
do
with
have. I
Commander
mean,
precons,
they
but
do have that with Jumpstart as well, but I don't think Jumpstart's very popular. It's a good for like teaching new players who have never played Magic before, but I don't think it's a really good experience for like already indoctrinized Magic players. So
yeah. And I mean, you could do a simple like build your own commander deck kind of thing where you have basically a precon that has just options that you could put in there and stuff like that, like to
yeah,
make up the deck. Like there's things you could do to actually make it function, and instead they're just like taking the lazy option. It's like, just do this.
yeah.
So, but yeah,
All right.
what do you
Yeah.
got?
So I have a couple more things. So I would say I'm gonna save the first one that I have on this list for last. It's a little spicier, but
Okay.
a really fun one that I think we've discussed before is the Planechase cards. Planechase. I would love to
Mm,
see another Planechase expansion set or some sort of other release for that. For those who don't know what Planechase is, there's these big planar cards. Like we'll put it up here on the screen. We'll edit that in post, right?
yeah, we'll put it right next where Nick Cage is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We need something to fill that gap, that little void.
Yeah,
So
he's busy.
he's busy. He's out fighting crime, maybe stealing treasures.
Maybe, you don't know. You know what he does.
No idea.
Okay.
But Planechases, they're just little like it's an extra set of cards that you put on the table. It's not part of your Magic deck at all. And they're just little neat little cards that add a little bit of spice to the games. They come with a little planar die. You just set the planar deck down, and then you flip over the top one, and then it'll have specific like abilities on it. So it'll say like when something triggers or during people's upkeep, they have to do a thing, right? It just adds an extra little fun thing to do during your game. And then you roll the planar die. Everybody gets to roll it once for free on their turn. And any roll after that, you have to pay an extra mana for each roll. So the first roll is free, second roll is cost 1 mana, third roll would be costing 2 mana, so on and so forth. You roll the die to decide what to trigger. There's one thing that's like a little, it's like the Planechase or Planeswalker symbol, and that means you get to change the plane. So you just flip over the next card on the deck. And then you go to another plane essentially. And then the other one's the Chaos one, which just it triggers some other ability that's on the Planechase card that is usually like it's pretty impactful. Usually it usually will change the
Yeah.
game up pretty well. It's a game changer.
Nice. I think most of the planes cards have like an effect that happens when you get to that plane, or like it's not when you get there. They have a like static effect. So like when you're on this plane, this stuff is happening, and then they have a chaos effect. So like when you roll the chaos, this thing happens.
Yep. Yeah, and they're all like usually themed based on the old lores of the Magic games, because these came out in like what 2008, 2009, something like that. And there's like some Dominaria stuff, there's Zendikar stuff, on there.
Vectors just clicked. The mind just had a mind blast. Universes beyond Planechase.
Wait, that would actually be kind of cool.
Actually, like this is like not really for a lot of the Universe Beyond, but damn, that'd be go to SpongeBob. So like
go to Bikini Bottom.
Yeah. Go to New York, so cool. Marvel, Spider-Man. Yeah, that would actually be really cool.
And go to Ba Sing Se from Avatar, and then you move over to like the Shire or something like that.
Yeah, that would legitimately be very cool.
That'd be pretty cool, actually. But yeah, it'd be cool to see those come back. Like I've had a lot of fun every time I play with them. They just add an extra little spice to the game. It'd be cool to see an expansion set on that. I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. I don't know. They don't seem to be interested in reprinting any of them. They did like 4 game packs of them or something at one point, and that was it.
Yeah, they did some new ones like a few years back, and it was probably like 5 years ago now, or maybe longer. I don't know, but it was. I loved it when they reprinted it. They got new dies. I now have an actual deck of Planechase cards, which was something I didn't think I was going to be able to get because they were printed one time a long time ago and then never again. But I agree with you fully, and I think that is something that you can easily like have printed at game stores and people will pick them up and buy them. Like it sucks because only one person has to have them in the pod and like you can share them, so it's not a very marketable like thing. But I mean, if you make them cheap enough, they're so nice to have, and they're so nice to just bring out at an event and like change up Commander Night, especially if you play every week. Like it's a very easy way to switch up the game and have a more fun kind of Commander Night. That's what they're doing too. They're trying to make the game more casual. It's a great casual way to play.
It's a great casual, addition to a Commander game. Or even you can you could technically use them with Modern or something. I guess you wouldn't be able to play multiplayer like 4-player if you're playing 60 card decks. You could try, I guess, but
try.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just go to the last point that I had. Oh, I have a bonus one too if we have time, but we're getting short on time here, so I think the one thing that I really would like that I don't want, something that I don't like about Magic in recent years, I didn't like the bracket system. I don't know about all y'all, but hot take, I think the bracket system was a mistake, and I don't think they should ever even released it.
See the video of our bracket system overview over here where Nick Cage is normally.
Yeah, we do a good breakdown of it. I think they have really good intentions. Don't get me wrong. I think the intention is good. However, I just don't think in practice it was a good idea for them to do this because it just caused a lot more confusion than it actually helped, in my opinion. Just some things I've seen on Reddit, things I've talked about with people. When new players get into the game, I think it just adds another layer. Like, deck building was hard in the first place. It was already pretty hard in Commander, and then you add another layer just for new players to have to deal with. It's like, oh, now I have to worry about game changer lists, and like if my deck doesn't fit in a certain bracket, like what if I make my deck too powerful for my friends or something. I just think it adds so much more to worry about, and then also just a lot of people misinterpreting what it's meant for a lot of times.
Yeah.
And then it also goes back to the power conversation where like everybody just kind of, nobody's really that good at actually accurately depicting the power level of their deck. Every deck was a 7, now every deck's a 3. And it's it didn't really solve a whole lot. It just kind of, I think the good thing that came out of it is just that people are having more Rule Zero conversations.
Yeah, it's true.
But I don't really think we needed a whole entire system for that.
What is your wish for it then? Do you think that you wish that they would have just gotten rid of it? Yeah, just demolish it completely.
On Christmas, they just announced that, like, hey guys, we made a mistake. The bracket system isn't working out. We're going to scrap it.
Okay. Would you want them to replace it with anything? Would you want, like, so let's say it's the beginning of 2025. The Wizards of the Coast just took over the new, like, the rules committee is disbanded. They're now the rules committee of Commander. Would you want them to do anything else? Anything big right there? Would you want them to stick the same, or just kind of like...
No, I want them to support people having Rule Zero conversations. I want them to continue to support that and saying, making this more a free format. I liked the more hands-off approach of things because it's a community format. I don't think it's on Wizards of the Coast's responsibility to govern how this game mode's played. I mean, they think so at this point because it's very much official.
Technically it is, yeah,
because they have now released so many products for it, and they're obviously like printing cards and balancing cards for Commander these days. So,
yeah,
I think overall though, it would be nice if they just kind of were like, yeah, have Rule Zero's conversations. They could even give examples of good Rule Zero conversations. Maybe ask like certain starting points of what you should talk about, which they've covered with the brackets. But I think having the bracket list has just made a lot more confusion overall.
Yeah. I think I agree with your point of like they should be more hands off. I think it is better for the format in general when you have somebody who's not printing the cards be in charge of the format, because then you can kind of have two different, it's like checks and balances. You have two different governing parties to kind of like make everything kind of work together. And although I'm sure the rules committee was in conversations with them throughout it too, so I don't think it was like a completely separate thing. But
I think they've mentioned times where like they wanted to ban cards and then WotC would be like, you can't ban that card.
Did they? Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's more like pressures though. I don't think it's necessarily like they can't do it. It's more like WotC would be like, don't do that, please. Like, so don't.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. It's there, but I definitely. Which one? All right. You wanna quick fire the last one that you got, your secret one, or no?
Sure. Yeah. We don't have to talk about it too much. It's just a funny, like, personal one. They have all these universes beyond things, and I've also seen other card games do this where they cross over into other card games.
Okay.
So, like, for example, like Duel Masters actually has prints of like Japanese prints of like Magic cards. They did a Magic crossover.
Yeah.
And it'd be so cool to see a Yu-Gi-Oh crossover. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to see a Yu-Gi-Oh crossover. And imagine like making cards that had like mechanics that were like putting cards face down on the battlefield.
You have a trap card that actually did that.
Like, I mean, Magic has Manifest, right? Where it's like you take the card off the top of your library or something and you play it face down, and then you can cast it if it's a creature or something. Yeah. Like you could do stuff like that. I think that'd be really cool. Have like a little crossover. It would be like a secret lair probably or something. Doesn't have to be a full set, but
that'd be cool.
Just be fun.
Well, I was wrong with my prediction. Do you want to see what my prediction was, or do you have a guess for what my prediction was?
No, I have no idea.
Well, I'm surprised. I felt like this one was pretty obvious, and I thought it was definitely coming out there. Yeah.
Oh shoot!
It's the band Soul Ring. I thought that was absolutely going to be on that list.
That is so funny. You know what? I'm just so tired of worrying about it. I just got over it, I guess.
Very fair. Very fair.
I still think they should ban Soul Ring, but you know what? I don't think it's going away anytime soon. So
yeah.
Yeah, if I had unlimited power, maybe that would be something. That'd
be something. It'd be on the Christmas list, but it'd just be like it's a given. Like if WotC knows what you want, then it would have been there. Yeah. Did we want to go into any of the? Do you want to do Reddit React or anything for this episode?
I don't think so. I don't think we need it really.
Okay.
The episode's pretty decent length at this point anyway, so
Fair. All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in, and happy holidays. Hope
thanks,
you have
guys.
yeah, hope you had a good year, and yeah, hope it continues on to the next. Thanks
What
for
do you
spending it with
guys
us.
what do you guys wish from WotC? Let us know in the comments. Do you like any of my ideas? Do you like any have any bands or something you want to get on the band
Do
list?
you want a Banzel ring? All right. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, like we said earlier in the video. Thanks.
Totally said it earlier.
Bye.